boys. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yes. It should be interesting. I hope he didn't. Hope he's able to maneuver out there.
We'll find out.
We are.
change most of those. Whoever did that, Trevor did that. Always something. Editing stuff in friends. It's kind of funny. You know the feeling? Oh, I have. That's what ChatGPT's gonna eliminate that problem.
Please bear with us. We currently have a bit of a mic issue. The game's about to get underway. Jordan Williams leads off.
Two walks.
Testing.
1-2, 1-2.
Yeah, it's working.
All right, we have resolved our audio issues. Thanks for joining us. Jack Ike along with Taylor Stolworthy. Division II regional baseball game. The Tampa Spartans advanced to this game with a 25-4 win over Albany State about an hour ago. And the Mississippi College Choctaws waited for this game all day as they won yesterday over Tampa. Fly ball, center field, going back, near the wall. Caught on the warning track to end the inning. La Rocca with the catch. So in the inning, Tampa got 2 walks, but had a runner thrown out at second, and then a long fly ball here to end it. Tampa is the visiting team today, and Mississippi College, the home team, they will be coming to bat, and they will bring up Sheridan, La Rocca, and Cooper. We'll be right back on TampaSpartans.tv. Bottom of the first inning we go. Mississippi College coming to bat. Let's get you what we have at this point. Skylar Gonzalez on the mound for the Tampa Spartans. He comes in with a 4.02 ERA, 8-1 on the season, 76 innings pitched, 85 hits, 39 runs, 34 of them earned, walked 25, struck out 56 on the season. Spartans, a couple changes defensively as Santiago Garavito behind the plate, J.D. Urso at first, Braden Woodburn at second, Kevin Carstetter at third, Nico Saladino short, Jordan Williams in left field, Maddox King in center, and Edgardo Villegas is in right. Batting order for Mississippi College, they will have Logan Sheridan leading off, Bryce LaRocca batting second, Corey Cooper third, J.T. Vance is cleanup, Bo Kirsch is fifth, Bryce Capobianco is sixth, Tyler Jacobson seventh, Blaze Breerwood is batting eighth, and Cade Gadman is number 9 hitter. These two teams met yesterday, and Mississippi College down the Spartans 13-5 was the final in that one. And a lot of people were surprised to see that one, and that moved them into this game. It's an elimination game if Tampa loses. If Tampa loses, their season is over. If Tampa wins, these two teams will meet tomorrow to determine the champion, tomorrow at 1.
Tampa is fighting to try to force Game 7 for the South region. And it's going to be the invincible ace, Skylar Gonzalez, trying to take the Spartans there. It was a good win for Mississippi College, though, yesterday. What they've really done throughout the playoffs is, I think, prove to everyone that they belong.
Fly ball, Williams going back, finds the wall, makes a catch on the warning track. A good running catch. He put the arm out to see where he was, and then still had room to make the catch. So both teams have taken it to the warning track early in the first inning.
Yeah, the balls have been flying a little bit further today. Tampa took a few of them deep. Woodburn, who is flown out to end the previous inning, actually had 2 home runs, being a triple shy of the cycle.
Now at the plate is LaRocca, strike call from Gonzalez. He has been steady, has lost 1 game in his Tampa Spartans career. Did not lose a game last year. Pitch from Gonzalez. Shot. Caught by Saladino on a liner. Solidly hit first couple balls off the Choctaw, but Spartans have been there to make the catch.
They've had a good read of the Spartans' offerings so far. They took C.J. Williams' yard a couple times. Imagine they'll be hoping to do the same against Skylar Gonzalez. Cooper, now the power threat, hitting .350 on the year coming up to the plate.
Cooper, a lefty. A little bit of shift on again. Fouls it off. Bouncing it off the Choctaw dugout. And now Saladino floating all the way to the first base side of second base. And they hit it out into center field where Maddox King pulls it in. So they've had 3 batters. They've all hit it pretty hard. 1 for a base hit, 2 for outs.
Yeah, difference of Spartans using discipline get their first base runners on. Mississippi College, that time they just hit it where the Spartans weren't.
Yep. It was right where Saladino had been playing, but about 30 feet high, so he wasn't going to make the play anyway. Cleanup hitter, J.T. Vance. Sees a strike outside corner.
I think Vance went yard twice against the Spartans yesterday. He at least took one over the fences once.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a good postseason run so far.
Gonzalez in the stretch and the pitch. Ground ball. Saladino knocks it down. Gets it there in time on a nice play. While on his stomach, he was able to backhand it over to Urso to get the force. So they get a base runner, but he gets forced out. We played 1 full, no score. Tampa and Mississippi College on TampaSpartans.tv. Top of the second we go. Blake Gallant on the mound for Mississippi College comes in with a 5.05 ERA. 5-0 record on the year. He's pitched 39 innings, given up 42 hits, 29 runs, 22 of them earned. Walked 28, struck out 33. Leading off for the Spartans will be Edgardo Villegas here in the second inning. Spartans just pounded the ball all afternoon in the win over Albany State, but Albany State also helped them a lot as the Spartans in one inning had a base hit, a hit batter, and then 5 consecutive walks, 3 of them with the bases loaded. I think that was a lot of that was just a question of Albany State just didn't have the depth at pitching that Tampa has.
Yeah, and Albany State, just kind of the bullpen arms that relieved the starter who got knocked out in the second inning, just couldn't stop the Spartans because you saw the third and fourth inning. They were just struggling to get Tampa out as Tampa put up 8 and 9 respectively.
It was 2-5, 8-9 the first 4 innings. From that point on, Tampa scored 1.
They only needed 1 for the rest of the day, but they're going to need a few here against Mississippi College.
And there's a hit batter. Gallant plunks Villegas right in the back.
Yeah, one thing I got to say for Mississippi College, their command hasn't been perfect so far, unlike yesterday, where they only gave up a handful of walks in total to the Spartans. Tampa drew, I think, about 8 against Albany State, though, and when Tampa gets good at bats, good pitch counts, they get ahead, they usually lead to success because they get better pitches to hit.
Gallant walked 2 in the first inning and now hit a batter to start the second.
Yeah, in 40 innings pitched this season, he has 28 walks. 29 now, if you count the one he had earlier today.
He had 2 in the first.
Oh, yeah, 2, so actually jumped up by an extra tally.
Yeah. So he's had 2 walks and a hit batter.
Actually, I think they're saying that he did hit Saladino.
Oh, he did? Okay. He threw it behind him. And we weren't sure if it was a walk or it grazed his jersey.
But it leads to the same outcome.
It was a 3-0 pitch anyway.
Would have been ball 4.
Yes. But I guess what we're alluding to is he's not been finding the strike zone early.
Yeah, we aren't tracking balls and strikes, but hasn't thrown too many so far. Actually, we are tracking balls and strikes. Only 7 out of his 19 pitches in this at-bat. We'll make it 9 now out of 25.
I guess that's something to consider. 25 pitches already.
However, keep in mind Mississippi College haven't used anyone today.
Yes.
Tampa have used.
There's another walk. So a hit batter and a walk. So very similar to the first inning, except this time nobody is out. And coming to the plate is Mike Valdez. Nope, Kevin Karstetter. Valdez is on base. And this is going to get a quick mound visit.
Yeah, pitching coach out there, checking on the starter. Always high pressure here in the postseason, and they'll check and see if Gallant is all right. He's going to need a focus, though. Tampa definitely would love to take the lead here, continue the momentum from the previous game. You know, it's a bit of a blessing and a curse to go to the elimination bracket. It's a lot harder to escape the region if you go there, but now Mississippi College is facing a team that got back on track with a 20-run victory.
Yeah.
Gallant this season, behind Caleb Peterson, has been their second most active starter with a sub-5 ERA.
So Karstetter to the plate. He played the whole game in the first game, one of 2 players to do that. Irigoyen was the other. Irigoyen not in the lineup for this one. Doesn't mean he won't play, but Garavito is behind the plate. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Swing and a miss by Karstetter, and he's behind 0-2. Short lead at second, pretty good lead at first. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Scooped up. Runners will advance. Stepping on first is Cooper. So 1 out. Runners now at second and third. And Santiago Garavito to the plate.
Garavito had a couple at bats, but went 0 for 2 against Albany State earlier today. That was his first postseason start of the year. Uruguayan starting the previous 3 games.
He is a .304 hitter on the season. First pitch, strike from Galat.
I wonder if he and Gonzalez have better chemistry. Maybe that's why he gets the start here.
Could be. Yeah, I don't know if we
They've been
go
teammates
back
for...
and look and see if that's happened. There's a ball hit out of play. I think they're giving chase down the line, and it's up on the screen out of play.
But they've been teammates for longer. They've had more games together.
Yeah.
Could make sense if they're in a better rhythm together, and you don't sacrifice that much if you lose Uruguayan's bat for Garavito. And even though he hasn't hit as many home runs, Garavito has a little bit more power.
0-2. And inside, close, but inside. A couple of the Choctaw faithful
You know,
voicing their displeasure.
my message to them, they can't argue with City Hall. Well, they can't fight City Hall.
Yes, either way, you lose. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Umpire calls timeout. Gives the timeout to Garavito.
Jacobson did not like what he saw there.
Second and third. The pitch. In the dirt. 2-2 now.
Tampa definitely wants to jump the pitch count even higher for Gollett. Mississippi College's bullpen is fully rested, but Tampa would love to knock the starter out as soon as they could.
2-2. High ball 3, so Galat has worked his way to another full count.
We've got Maddox King on deck, but he's by no means an easy opponent at the plate.
No, they're not pitching around Garavito. Garavito with another timeout. Something he didn't like. Three-two pitch. Outside ball 4, so Galat has walked another. A hit by pitch and a couple walks. Bases are full, 1 out. Maddox King, the number 9 hitter, coming to the plate.
The corners are playing in, the middle infielders staying at their regular depth. They're probably hoping that King hits it on the ground for a double play ball.
King at the plate, 284 on the year. Hits one out into center field. That's going to bring a run in. There's the catch. Tagging Villegas. 1-0 Tampa. Nice job of hitting by Maddox King. Runners at first and second and 1 out, and the Spartans strike first.
That's useful for him to get a second out in this situation, but he still has to deal with one of the best players in the Sunshine State Conference, in Jordan Williams. He once again struck out to open the game. That's been what he's been usually doing today. He did follow it up, though, going 2 for 3 with 3 steals.
Ball outside.
Those were his stats against Albany State, getting his stolen base total to 73 on the season.
What did we say? Spartans had 5 stolen bases in the first inning against Albany State. Ball outside.
Didn't have that much more afterwards, but still a good day.
Didn't need it. Well,
man, they didn't need him.
Oftentimes his guys were on base anyway.
They had 4 or 5 walks in a row back in the third.
Yeah, I mean, they just kept moving runners around. Ball high.
I think that's going to be 2-1 or 3-0.
3-0, should be.
Actually, it's going to be 2-1.
Is it?
It opened with a strike.
I believe the scoreboard.
I believe our live stats
Our
people.
Live stats are 2-1.
We'll see what the umpire says. He didn't say anything.
I trust you. Strike. See if the umpire gives us a signal. Might be 3-1. Might be 3-1.
All right, so live stats was wrong.
Ground ball toward third. They're going to get one force to end the inning. Spartans do plate one and struck first in this game. We have played an inning and a half. It is Tampa 1, Mississippi College nothing on the Sunshine State Digital Network. Bottom of the second. Skylar Gonzalez back on the mound for Tampa. This time he comes out with a 1-0 lead. It will be Kirsch, Capobianco, Jacobson, the 5, 6, 7 hitters for Mississippi College.
Capobianco came off the bench against Tampa previously, but gets the start today.
Kirsch is the DH. Comes in with a .317 batting average. First 5 hitters in the lineup over 300 for Mississippi College. Gonzalez sets and fires. Off speed, fouled off. The 0-1 pitch. Outside. One ball, one strike. Gonzalez fires. Inside and all the way to the backstop.
That just slipped out of his hand.
Yeah. Two balls, one strike now. Winds and fires. Fly ball center field. Maddox King barely moved, makes the catch. So one down. Capobianco to the plate. Ball hit out center field to King. Bounces in front of him for a base hit. So Mississippi College continuing to get some good swings. Jacobson now to the plate.
Now Tampa's daring Mississippi College to hit it, you know. They're not wanting to fall behind in the count. They want to take strikes early and get ahead. And even though it led to 18 Choctaw hits yesterday, Gonzalez has also picked up his first 4 outs.
Mm-hmm. A 0-1 pitch from Gonzalez. Popped up. Should be playable. Urso, first base. Foul territory. Calls it. Catches it. Those are the nice outs you like. 2 outs now.
And always good when you have a base runner to put a second out on the board. Makes life a little bit easier because the runner's not going to get advanced.
Yep.
And sacrifice runs aren't an option. Difficulty is, though, Capobianco's running on anything. Extra base hit probably sends him home.
Breerwood. First pitch, he hits one out, maybe in the gap. And as you mentioned, cut off nicely, though, by Villegas. Will keep him at third. Did not let that one get to the wall. So runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Better to have a runner at third with 2 away than 1 away. Big chance, though, for Gadman at the bottom of the order. Him and Breerwood really coming alive in the postseason.
And the pitch. Outside corner, strike. Gadman at the plate. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Tampa up by 1. Ground ball tap. Gonzalez gets it. Tosses it to Urso with the tag for the out. Awkward looking play, but they still got it. Gonzalez fielded it about halfway to first, and the runner Gadman was about halfway to first. He dodged Gonzalez, who then had to throw to Urso, who had also come in to try to make the play. He tried to make the catch, got it, and stepped on the base, and there was a little bit of a collision and some staring going on, but that's about it. Inning ends, nothing in. We go to the top of the third. Tampa on top, 1-0 on TampaSpartans.tv. On to the third inning we go. Blake Lott on the mound for Mississippi College. Spartans have a run and no hits. Mississippi College, conversely, no runs and 3 hits. Nico Saladino will lead off for Tampa. He got on with a hit by pitch in the first inning. It actually went behind him and it grazed his calf muscle.
2 hit by pitches, 3 walks for the Spartans so far. They're getting on base in every single way except hits.
Two balls, no strikes. There's a strike call. And the pitch. Shot up the middle. There's the first hit of the day for Tampa. Saladino almost took the Lott's head off. We'll bring J.D. Urso to the plate.
And Urso got on board to start the game earlier today. Picked up 4 RBIs, going 2 for 2, including, I think it was 2 doubles in that game, or 1 double at least.
Yes.
He's had a couple extra base hits around regional play.
So a leadoff base hit. They go back to first. Checking on Saladino.
They had Saladino out in a pickle back in the first inning.
Yep.
And they got him out at second.
As you've mentioned, it's tough when it's a lefty on the mound, trying to guess, is he going home or is he coming here? Off speed and high, never came down. Ball 1. Ball outside, 2-0.
That's Sheridan giving some encouragement or maybe a little bit of advice, I think, for Gollett here as he gets in a little bit of trouble again.
He's already at 45 pitches.
Not a bad pitch count considering how many base runner he's given up, but
Right.
you definitely don't want to have that at the start of the third inning if you can avoid it.
So Blake Gallant has only given up one hit, trails 1-0. The hit had nothing to do with the run. There's a strike call, 2-1. In the stretch, Saladino on first. Ball outside, 3-1. In the stretch again, 3-1 pitch on the way. And I think it either hit him or he just was able to get away. Either way, it's a free pass to first for J.D. Urso.
I imagine they'll get someone tossing in the Mississippi College bullpen. And I do see Jimmy Wilson running
A
down.
couple people hustling down there. So if Urso got hit, I shouldn't say it was a free pass. There was some pain and suffering involved on that one.
They will say it was a walk, but
A
good
walk?
dodge
Okay.
by J.D. Urso that
Yeah.
time.
Brings up Braden Woodburn, who's been on a tear. Ball high. Gallant really having trouble finding the zone. He's been high outside, low inside.
Yeah, Woodburn earlier today against Albany State. 4 for 4, 7 RBIs, 2 home runs, a double and a single. Was a triple shy of a playoff cycle.
The pitch. Strike call. You were talking about hitting for the cycle, and you know I am the king of insignificant trivia.
Correct.
A University of Wisconsin Oshkosh player about 25 years ago. They are a Division III team. Hit the home run cycle.
Ooh.
Solo shot, 2-run shot, 3-run shot, grand slam.
slam.
I mean, everything has to be perfect for all those situations to happen.
Exactly.
And then you have to hit the home run.
That's the hardest part. Well, actually, the hardest part is the situations.
He ended up his career, his name was Tim Jorgensen, the all-time NCAA D3 home run leader when his career was over.
Related to McAllister?
No.
McAllister Jorgensen, former Spartan.
Yes. Ground ball. Nice stop. They try to get one at second, and they're not going to. They return the throw. Nobody was covering first, and coming in to score for the Spartans is Nico Saladino, I should say, and the Spartans lead 2-0. They got the runner at second. It was fielded by the first baseman, Cooper, who threw it to Sheridan, the shortstop, with the force at second. He threw back to first, but neither Sheridan nor the pitcher were near the bag, and he threw it to the screen, allowing Saladino to score.
That is a costly error, and the player I think was just an autopilot. Sheridan got the ball. He's thinking, all right, let's turn 2. Let's drain that Spartan runner at third, and all of a sudden, there's no one at first.
Very close to hitting Villegas.
And that first pitch was pretty far outside.
And a mound visit.
Yeah, there's a couple looks over at the bullpen. We'll see if this is a prolonged mound visit to give a final few warm-up throws
They're waving
for Wilson.
from the bullpen that like they're saying he's ready.
And he is coming out.
Okay. So we're going to have a pitching change. We'll take a break and let you know who's coming in. We'll take a break. 2-0, Tampa on top. Second inning on TampaSpartans.tv. Third inning, I should say, on TampaSpartans.tv. Relief pitcher coming in here in the third inning. Spartans looking to plate a few more runs. We'll see the pitching change is Jimmy Wilson coming in for the Choctaw.
Yeah, Wilson's got a 4.0 ERA over 12 games. Struck out 19 over 27 innings. His goal, find strikes, which is something that Galat was struggling with. But the last time a Mississippi College starter was taken out of the game early, their guy out of the bullpen did a good job of quieting things down.
Mm-hmm.
That was when Kyle Collett entered against Albany State, fired 5 innings of 2-run ball out of the bullpen, and held on to the win. Of course, it helped that he was up ahead 11-3.
Not quite as the pressure. Villegas sees a strike call. Lefty to lefty now. Man on second is Braden Woodburn. 1 out. 1-1 count to Villegas. To Villegas. Strike 2.
Really nice sweeper there from Wilson going all the way across. By the way, the line score for Galat was 2 1/3, 1 hit, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. Responsible for the man at second, 2 earned runs though.
Outside, good block by Jacobson. Two pitch on the way. Outside, ball 3. Wilson with the 3-2 pitch. Outside, and he starts his relief stint with a walk. So control trouble continues for Mississippi College on the mound.
The Choctaw players haven't necessarily needed to worry about the heat like the Spartans have been dealing with today, and maybe still kind of getting used to it. But Tampa already kind of dealing with the worst of it earlier today.
This is Valdez now at the plate. 2 on, fouls it back. Big rip there. Spartans wearing their city jerseys today, their 813 jerseys.
The City Connects fun uniform. Actually, was able to purchase one. Picked the number 25 for mine.
Okay.
Partially for the 2025 season.
Mm-hmm.
Partially for 25 EJ Doskow.
Okay. Did he pay you to buy a jersey with his number on it?
No, he did not, but he did help me find the site.
Okay. 0-2 pitch, 2 on. Ball high, 1-2. In the stretch, Wilson and the pitch. Low inside, 2-2 now. You know, this is a situation the Spartans really, really need to capitalize. Get some runs when they're putting base runners on for you. Strike 3 call, though. And Valdez goes down for the second out. In the stretch, they go to second. Easily back is Woodburn.
He's got to be careful about avoiding a balk there. He kind of began his motion forward before stopping and turning around. We have seen a balk issued, I think, once throughout regional play.
So now the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Karstetter, big swing.
Karstetter did convert when he needed to. Had 3 walks and 3 RBIs in the previous game.
Ground ball foul. Garavito, the number 8 hitter on deck. Woodburn at second. Villegas at first. 2 outs. 0-2 pitch coming up. Down the line, but foul.
That was fair. That would have cleared the bases.
Yeah.
It was just out of reach of Cooper, too.
Not really guarding the line at first, which you can understand with a right-handed hitter. But that would have gotten through. They'd still be running. 0-2. Up the middle. Knocked down. They get the force. Had to wait for the call, but Sheridan to Breerwood. Force out at second to end the inning. Spartans get one more. We play now 2.5, and it's 2-0 Tampa on top on the Sunshine State Digital Network. Bottom of the third we head. Leading off will be the top of the order. Sheridan, LaRocca, Cooper. Tampa 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors. Mississippi College no runs, 3 hits, and an error. Their error didn't cost them. It was a throwing error. Put a runner at second who was stranded there. Sheridan flew out to left field his first time up. Out to Jordan Williams.
Well, Sheridan will want to make up for the error he had previously. After picking up the first out on a force at second from Cooper, he turned, fired to first, only find no one there, and allowed the runner to swerve from third.
And that was just instinct. It's almost tough to say he made the error because somebody should have been covering first. Ground ball going out to Woodburn. He gobbles it up, and we're 1 down. Bryce LaRocca to the plate now. Gonzalez in the windup and fires. Ground ball. Knocked down by Saladino. I don't think he's going to get the throw there in time. Urso cuts it off. Good job keeping it in the infield. But he was so deep in the hole and actually way out on the grass. More than likely wasn't going to get it there. Urso came off the bag to stop it.
Might have stopped that from being a double, though, depending
Yep.
on how fast LaRocca could have made that turn. And how fast Williams would have gone to it. Good stop, but yeah, that was going to be an infield hit, I think, 10 times out of 10.
JT Vance now, or Cooper, I should say, to the plate. Ball outside.
And Cooper singled to start the game. The first hit of now 4 for Mississippi College.
Swing and fouled off. 1-1 now. Gonzalez with a long wait, now fires. Ground ball, he deflected it, and it gets past Woodburn. That's going to put runners on first and third. Gonzalez got his mid on it and deflected it away from Woodburn. Now, more than likely, Woodburn might have had the play at second.
Could have been a double play ball. Might have been a little too slow for Cooper for the double, but just an unlucky deflection. You know, you have to play defense like that on the mound.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know if your defenders are going to get to it. Tying run at first.
Yep, just an unfortunate break is all it was. Brings up JT Vance now.
Infield not playing super far in, though, because of the 2-run lead.
Shot. Oh, makes the third base coach duck. Showing he's still got some athletic ability. That would have been Colt Chrisman. 0-1 pitch. Just outside. Runners at the corners, 1 out, 1-1 count. And the pitch. Fouled back, 1-2. I know we're only in the bottom of the third, but this is one of those situations that will have an impact on this ball game. 2-0 lead, tying run on first. The pitch in the dirt. 2-2 now.
Good block there by Garavito. If that slips by, Mississippi College gets on the board.
Two pitch. Fly ball, center field, way back, King at the wall. He caught it at the wall. It's going to bring a run in, but Maddox King leaping, and he saved a home run. He was definitely had his hand way above the yellow line. Now the Spartans are going to challenge at third that he left early. There's the throw. Here's the call. Safe. So the run will score. It's 2-1, but what a play by Maddox King.
They had to do their due diligence.
Oh,
I remember in the regional final against Nova Southeastern a few years back, we had the famous Kevin Kiermaier catch. Jordan Lala dropped to the ground to wait as late as possible to catch it, and he actually got the Sharks runner to leave early on what would have been a walk-off sac fly.
Yep.
However, there was no framing that catch, except in the Louvre, because what a play by Maddox King.
Both runners actually were able to advance. The runner goes from first to second. It was so, I mean, that was almost the deepest part of the park.
And that saved the lead.
Yeah.
It gets a run home, but it was going to do that no matter what for Mississippi College. Would have scored 3 instead of 1.
Now Bo Kirsch at the plate. There's one hit out into right field, and that'll end the inning. Villegas makes the catch, so Mississippi College gets 1. They cut the lead in half. We played 3 full. It is a 2-1 game. Tampa on top on TampaSpartans.tv. We cruise on into the fourth inning, and even though it's only a 2-1 game, we've had plenty of excitement going on here. Maddox King took away, as the former San Diego Padres announcer once said, robbed him of at least a home run.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that was long gone if it wasn't caught. Great hit there from J.T. Vance. But that could be a season-saving play for the Spartans because they can't afford a loss. They lost to the Choctaw yesterday, and because of that, they take a 2-1 lead into the top of the fourth.
I turn it over to Taylor.
It'll be Wilson continuing, facing off against Garavito. He drew a walk back in second. Strike one in the first pitch. But an exciting regional final so far. Mississippi College 2-0 in regional play. Tampa 2-1. Albany State 1-2. Lynn 0-2. Those bottom two teams have their seasons over thanks to suffering 2 defeats in regional play.
And we also know Florida Southern has moved on.
Yes, they survive a game in the regional bracket.
And will play again today.
It was 9-7 in the 8th. It finished 16-7. DeMox, with some late offense, sent Delta State home. 1-2 now from Wilson to Garavito. It'll be West Florida and Florida Southern in the regional final on the other side of the bracket.
With the Mocs having to win too.
The Choctaw, if they win, they will travel to either the Argonauts or the Mocs home park next week. If Tampa sweeps Mississippi College to close out regional play, they will host the winner of West Florida and Florida Southern. Ball just outside, make it 3-2 now. Tampa as a team have drawn 5 walks today. It could be a leadoff walk for Garavito. Maddox King on deck, the 3-2. Fouled. King staying alive. We can basically treat the regional final as a 3-game series here for the Spartans and Choctaw since they faced earlier. And you can definitely say it was Mississippi College on fire in that first game. More than 15 hits. I think it's probably the most hits the Spartans have given up all season.
Another walk.
As Garavito gets his second walk of the game. We've had a couple of games giving up a ton of runs, but usually don't get hit around as badly. But so far, the Spartans dealing with the pressure on defense. Mississippi College will try to do so here on offense. Maddox King, who saved the Spartans' lead with a home run robbery in the previous frame, is ready to go. Wonder if King will just advance the runner. You got Williams and Saladino on deck. Squares up. Very nice bunt.
That's a very nice bunt.
He is out at first, but a successful sacrifice.
A little bit more oomph. Get it up the line a little bit more. Need to beat it out.
And now Williams, who struck out and grounded out to start, has a runner in scoring position. I'm not a fan of one-out bunting, but if he puts it down clean enough, he's very good at bunting for hits.
Well, if it's a one-out bunt for a hit versus
that is
moving
the
runner, that's different.
We'll see maybe if he tries to catch the defense off guard. But it looks like they're ready for it. Gadman playing close, Cooper playing close. Ball 1 on the slider.
Did not show any sign of squaring around.
That slider sweeper that Wilson carries is very good. Has a lot of break across the plate. Tough for left-handers to deal with. The switch hitter Williams able to sit on the other side of the batter's box, though. There's a righty against lefties, lefty against righties, so he doesn't have to worry about that sweeper getting away from him. It'll go towards him. 1-1. Into right field, and that is caught. The Spartans will get doubled up here. Garavito thought it was going to be a base hit, but instead a 9-6 double play, ending the inning. Unlucky for Garavito, who thought he was going to be able to make it home. Just misjudged that play on the base path. Side retired. Tampa 3 up, 3 down with that walk. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. Skylar Gonzalez, continuing on the mound, has given up 5 hits, but has gotten out of tricky situations. He's kept his pitch count low. He's looking to go pretty far into this game, so Tampa's bullpen doesn't have to do too much. But you do imagine they'll eventually bring some of their high leverage guys in as they chase a win in Game 2 against Mississippi College. Cabobianco, Jacobson, Rearwood, due up for Mississippi College. And here's the first pitch from Skylar Gonzalez. Strike 1. Gonzalez, Tampa's invincible ace, entered the season with 3 undefeated years, but has suffered 1 loss this year for the Spartans. Last year was the National Pitcher of the Year, 16-0. Fallen short of replicating that success this season, but still a very trusted arm for you, Tampa, being saved for this all-important matchup in the regional final. If Tampa wins, we play on Sunday. If Mississippi College wins, they go to the Super Regional. And now a 2-1. Hit into the gap. That's carrying, but Maddox King has a read on it. And they almost run into each other. King ends up with a baseball. 1 away. You're watching NCAA regional play, regional weekend for D2 baseball. It's one of the most fun times of the year, and that's going to be ball 1 outside. We do already have 2 of the teams that'll be represented in the Super Regionals next week as the count goes 1-1. Angelo State cruises through their region, winning the best of 3 series with no losses. And despite 1 loss to Millersville, Seton Hill will be moving on to regional play as well if they can hold this lead in the bottom of the 7th. They are in game 5 of their 3-team region with a 1-0 advantage. Hit down the line. That's going to get through for a base hit. Rounding first, Jacobson. He'll stay put. A 1-out single for the Choctaw. Also, U-Indy escapes their 3-team region pretty easily. We're going to go from 56 to 16 teams next weekend, and from 16 to 8. By the end of the day today, or end of the afternoon Sunday, we'll find out who escapes to the South Region Super Regionals. The Mocs and West Florida Argonauts are about to get underway for their matchup in Lakeland. West Florida needs a win. The Mocs need 2 to move out of their region. It's 1-4 and 2-3 surviving in the South Region. No more upset alerts across the board as the count goes 2-1. 1-1. Flown to deep right field. That's going to be tracking back. Williams has an eye on it, and that will be 2 away. That'll bring up Gadman to the bottom of the Mississippi College order. Taking a look across regional play, there's only 1 regional host that has been eliminated so far, and that was Davenport to U Indianapolis in their regional bracket. Hit to third, but foul, make it 0-1. As a whole, regional hosts have done a pretty good job throughout the weekend. As they're expected to, they are the best teams in the country. But again, the Cinderella teams that are the middle seeds can always provide some big results. Just like we saw yesterday for Mississippi College. Although it's 2 strikes now to Gadman. 2 away. Gonzalez needs 1 more strike to get out of the jam. Hit sharply to second. Woodburn's there. Side retired. No strikeouts in 4 innings for Gonzalez, but he hasn't needed it. He's kept Mississippi College quiet, and we head to the top of the 5th, a Spartan lead. Good job for Wilson out of the bullpen, covering a couple innings after having to replace Gallant as he was chased out of the game in the second by the Spartans. 2-1, Tampa leads entering the top of the 5th. Tampa, the road team today, even though they're at their home park. They're the visitors because they were home against Mississippi College in their matchup yesterday. If we go to Game 7, I believe there will be a coin flip to determine who's the home team. Nothing's really different if you're the visiting team. You just have the downside of not being able to walk things off. Saladino, Urso, Woodburn, due up. Saladino's been on board twice. He got hit by a pitch and has the Spartans' lone hit. Ball 1, missing low. There's some players down at the Mississippi College bullpen, but they aren't actively warming up. That's going to miss. Ball 2. Two and 1. This time breaking ball going across the plate. Wilson's given up 2 walks, but hasn't really gotten into too much danger out of the bullpen. 2-2. Fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Saladino. Did Saladino swing? Yes, he did. Couldn't hold up. 1 away. Long battle ends in a strikeout for Wilson. That's going to bring up Braden Woodburn. First pitch, down low, ball 1. Strike 1. Urso has had 2 walks today. I know he wouldn't mind a third. Ball 2. At the start of the game, it was 91 degrees here in the University of Tampa. Felt like 101. Things will eventually cool down here. 6:07 p.m. And Urso swinging a drive. There it goes. Out of the park. Back onto the field. 3-1 Spartans. He waited for the pitch he wanted and absolutely demolished it. 7th home run leading the team. JD pumped up, celebrates, which Coach Jimenez's kid, and now will celebrate with the rest of the Spartans as that brings up Braden Woodburn. Ooh, and Jack, I have not seen too many home runs hit that hard.
Was it. Nobody was confused about where that ball was going.
I almost thought it cleared the top of the fence.
Yeah, it was deep.
But it did fall back onto the field, so they could keep it as a souvenir.
JD knew it was gone too.
Probably can't use that baseball for the rest of the day.
Oh, it's lopsided now.
I imagine he probably took the top off of it.
Yeah.
Kind of like those old-timey cartoons where you hit the baseball so hard it starts to fall apart in midair. That's why I imagine what's happening to it as it flew to left field.
Yeah.
2-0 count now. Woodburn getting ahead. A tough duo of right-handed batters for Wilson to face right here. Woodburn on the ground, but foul. Woodburn's also gone yard today. Did so twice. Increased his home run total to 4.
Yeah, but he hasn't in this game, though.
Not yet.
Just trying to put some momentum with him. I mean, what's he done lately for us, huh? Nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Obviously sarcasm. Woodburn was
Thank
player
you.
of the game yesterday. Well, earlier today.
Earlier today, yeah.
And he even was able to bring home a run on his fielder's choice. Didn't get the RBI. The runner came home via error. Would have been his 8th RBI of the game, or of the day. That is going to get through the hole, out of reach of Breerwood. 3rd hit for the Spartans. They get a 1-out base runner. And they might need someone warming up in the bullpen now for the Choctaw. Wilson over 30 pitches. He's had a couple starts, but the question is, how used to these long relief outings is he? He's had 4 starts this season. That's where I imagine a majority of his 27 innings have come from. But he has definitely been effective in his bullpen appearances. It's his 3rd inning he's been on the mound that the Spartans are capitalizing. They might turn 2 here, though. Call that the commentator's jinx. Villegas out by a step. 3-6-3 double play. But it is a J.D. Urso solo shot that puts Tampa in front 3-1 entering the bottom of the 5th. Schuyler gets an extra run of support. He's held Mississippi College to 1 over 4 innings. Taylor Stolworthy, Jack Ike giving you the action on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. The South Regional Final. Mississippi College have a 1-0 advantage. In terms of games played, Tampa wants to force Game 7.
Exactly, yeah.
Choctaw have their 1, 2, and 3 batters due up: Sheridan, LaRocca, and Cooper. So far today, Sheridan's 0 for 2, rounded out and flew out. We've seen double-digit score lines from one of the teams in every single of these South Regional games so far. This is the longest we have had a pretty close scoreline like this.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams' pitching staffs rising up to the challenge. Mississippi College defeat the Spartans 13-5 last time out, although 4 of the runs from the Choctaw came against Carson Queso and Joe Sella in low leverage relieving stints.
The first game against Albany State Thursday was relatively low until about the 4th or 5th.
This is where the Tampa team really took advantage. And then earlier today, Albany State rematched against the Spartans, and Tampa won.
That one hit Sheridan, I think on the ankle, and maybe the one where he isn't wearing a guard. He's got a guard on his front foot.
He looks to be in pain. His coach checking on him.
Though I would think those could hurt even if you have a guard on, just not as much. So hopefully he can walk it off. Trainer coming out to check.
We'll see if that's going to force a move to the bench for the Choctaw. Doesn't look like it. He's going to head back to the box.
No, he did readjust the guard on his front foot, so that's what I think. He might have hit the top of his foot, which doesn't have as much of a guard on it.
The reason he got hit is because he fouled it off.
Yes.
2 strikes.
Deflected it down at quite the high rate of speed.
And that's going to be lined into the gap. Great response after hitting himself with a foul ball.
Seemed to get to first base okay.
And even if Sheridan's ankle was fully healthy, he wasn't turning that into a double, so no harm, no foul. Looks like he is good to stay in the game. One of the coaches headed over to make sure he doesn't need a pinch runner, potentially. But for now, that's going to bring up LaRocca. This is the hardest part of the order for the Spartans to deal with. LaRocca went yard twice yesterday, up to 15 home runs on the season. Ball one away. LaRocca hit a line shot to Saladino to start the game and then singled. He came home on a sac fly from J.T. Vance. Hit to third, this could be 2. Karstetter, Woodburn, Urso, 2 away.
Nice job by Karstetter. Kept that one in front of him. Took a hop up toward its chest, but he still got it in the mitt, got the throw off.
We saw 2 double plays so far from Mississippi College's defense. Tampa responds with one of their own. That'll bring up Cooper. 2 hits today for the first baseman.
And they do put the big shift on immediately. Sometimes they wait till 2 strikes.
He's going to try to bunt the other way. There's ball 1. That sends Karstetter running forward.
I saw it on Twitter the other day, a shift like this, and the guy bunted all the way down, went past the bag into the outfield, and stand-up double.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
If it were so easy, though, they wouldn't shift.
Exactly. One count coming up. Swing and a miss, a fastball away for strike 2. Gonzalez is yet to strike anyone out. But this wouldn't be a bad time for his first. Salarino now moves over to the left-hand side.
And Karstetter, the third baseman, on the first base side of second.
Just in case Cooper hits it away, they're hoping Saladino's range will be better. And that's going to be foul 1 and 2.
That's what I'm assuming is the reason they make this move, is a little bit more range. Third baseman, his job is to be quick. Shortstop, his job is to be quick and fast. Balls get to you too quickly.
Lined into center field. That could land as a blooper. Saladino gets back in time, and the side's retired.
That shows that they knew what they were doing, huh?
That was the right call to move him over. And while Mississippi College get a hit, it's a race via double play. And we've played 5 full. 3-1, Spartans lead. Wilson stays on the mound. Valdez, Karstetter, Garavito due up. Garavito drew a walk. Karstetter and Valdez had outs against Wilson in their first times facing him. Trying to see, I think they might have replaced Sheridan at third. Valdez going to lead off. There was a talk with, I think, one of the coaches and the umpire before the inning. I actually think Sheridan stays in the game.
They've got Gadman at third. I think Sheridan is short.
Yes, Sheridan has been short all day.
Yeah, it's still him.
So he's still good to go and continue. So is Wilson, now over 40 pitches. Make it 1-0 to Valdez. Inside, 1-1.
I think for Sheridan it's like, hey, unless I can't walk, I'm playing.
Especially in a high leverage
In a
playoff game like this.
This game, yeah.
Swing and a miss by Valdez. Was expecting a changeup. Missed the fastball. 2 strikes now to Tampa's 42. Valdez up the middle. And that's going to get through. Out of reach of the second baseman, Breerwood. Valdez stays at first with a leadoff single. Tampa get hit number 4. Not too many walks for the Spartans, but they do have plenty of base runners. Or not too many hits for the Spartans. Here comes Kevin Karstetter. Ball 1, but it bounces away from the catcher. Valdez in scoring position. Went from bad to worse after that offering from Wilson. Fell behind in the count. And runners in scoring position. 1-0 coming up. Corner playing a bit shallow for Karstetter. Right on the line. Rolled foul, 1-1. I imagine this would be the final inning for Wilson. Who would Mississippi College bring in next? They're warming up a right-handed arm. Valdez can't take a huge lead. Breerwood not too far away at second. Karstetter falls behind 1-2. The lone Spartan to not have a productive out. Alongside Jordan Williams, one of 2 Spartans to not have productive outs. Or get on base. But can he convert here? Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there from Wilson. Third K for Wilson out of the bullpen.
Yeah, that was inside. I don't know if it would have been a ball or a strike, but he really just didn't seem to be able to turn on that one.
And that'll bring up Garavito. Garavito's drawn 2 walks today. We'll see if he actually puts the ball in play this time. Ball 1, missing up high. 1 out now in the inning. A useful out for Wilson. Gives him officially 3 innings on the mound. Mississippi College not really having to use much of their bullpen today, which is a benefit for them. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Tampa able to rest their bullpen a ton too. They gave Lyle almost 4 innings in his Spartan debut before Queso closed the door. And Braden Heidel, who would probably be healthy for tomorrow if needed, went 3 innings and looked really good out there, hitting 100. Fouled away. Still 1-2 now for Garavito.
I was walking back with Corey Lyle between games, talking to him, said, good job. I said, we mentioned your grandpa, and he goes, why would you do that? And I said, well, I'm the broadcaster. We mentioned it during the game. He goes, you remember my grandpa? And I'm like, yeah, Sparky Lyle, Cy Young winner, 78 Yankees. And he said, I was not born.
Neither was I.
Nope.
1-2 though. Inside. Ball 2.
I said, I heard he was as much known for his locker room hijinks as his pitching. And he goes, oh, yeah, he can tell stories about that. He said, you got to Google it.
Now the 2-2. Garavito flown to right field, tracking way back. Caught at the warning track. Valdez tags up to third. Productive out from Garavito.
Yeah, we've had a lot of long fly balls in this game.
That is another one to the list.
J.D. Urso hit the longest.
Here comes Maddox King. He robbed Mississippi College of a lead-taking home run back in the third inning. Had a sacrifice bunt and a sacrifice fly. Sacrifice wouldn't be good here. There's 2 away.
But just look at the situation, 3-1 now, and if he doesn't make that catch.
This is a whole different ball game. Inside, ball slips away, but the runner stays put. Valdez's only route would be home, and he needs the ball to get behind the catcher for that to happen. If he was on first, he might have had a chance to get to second. Would have been risky to go to second and third on that play. Speaking of, he actually did go from first to second on the wild pitch earlier. 1-0 from Jimmy Wilson. Missing 2-0 from Maddox King. They've got Williams on deck.
That was a good eye by King. He looked like he was ready to cock the bat and then laid off.
The automatic triple has hit a bit of a cold stretch in the postseason.
Yeah.
Did do good against against Albany State. That's going to be grounded to third. Will be a close play at first, but there's more than enough time. Gadman ends the inning. Tampa get a leadoff single. They can't do anything with it. And entering the bottom of the sixth, the Spartans hold on to their 2-run lead. Gonzalez looking for a quality start. Here we go with a brand new inning. Vance, Kirsch, Capobianco due up to take on Skylar Gonzalez. Gonzalez only on 58 pitches. He has a chance to potentially go the distance.
Yeah, he's only averaging about 12 pitches an inning, actually under that.
Exquisite command from the Spartan veteran. Vance had a sac fly earlier today. Almost cleared the fences with that hit, but Maddox King said, I don't think so. Ball one, missing just outside from Gonzalez. Shadows creeping forward here at the University of Tampa Stadium. They could get in the way of the fielders later on. Might see some late inning drama. Up the middle, slips past Gonzalez. Picked up by Woodburn. His throw, oh my goodness, he got him. I don't know if Vance was going fast enough to first. Woodburn with an incredible play. I thought for sure that was going to be an infield hit.
Definitely. He slid a long way on his knees and belly, then was able to right himself and make the throw. I think he threw it from his knees.
We've seen some big defense from the Spartans today. They weren't perfect defending in their loss yesterday against Mississippi College, but they have come up with some big stops and add that to the list. And that's going to make the count 1-0.
Nice pitch.
That's going to be 1-1 now. That's going to be a strike. Lined into right and over the head of Woodburn. Would have had an incredible catch once again.
Didn't miss it by much.
Capobianco now is a base runner. Capobianco acts as a tying run. Small lead for Kirsch. Slider inside, ball 1.
Somewhat of a shift for the lefty.
Not being too aggressive, though.
No, Saladino kind of behind second.
They also are actively holding Kirsch at first. Inside, strike 1. Now here comes the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Flown to left field. That one's going to be pretty shallow for Williams. Caught, 2 away.
Williams taking a couple steps in, readjusted, held his position, made the catch. Again, those are the tough ones when they're not to your left or your right and they're straight at you. You got to figure out, is that right where I am? Is it in front of me? Is it behind me? And if you make the wrong guess and take the wrong step, it could be disastrous. That time, no big deal.
Jacobson ready to go with 2 away. Saladino playing a little further back.
Nice.
And that one's popped straight up. He'll converge alongside the rest of the infield. Urso calls for it, makes the catch, hitting over.
Gonzalez, I don't know if he looked like he wanted to take it or he was pointing at first and third going, one of you take it. But he put out his arms.
6 1-run innings from Skylar Gonzalez. Tampa holds on 3-1 as we head to the top of the 7th. Taking a look at some of these teams on the run-up to the tournament. Mississippi College have won 2 straight. Tampa's won 1 straight. Tampa ended the season with a loss, but had a pretty good series against St. Leo and are 3-2 now in their last 5. They're trying to make it 4-1. Actually, it'd still be 3-2 if they win today.
Yep.
Their 5th most recent game was a win. Their 4th most recent game, the loss to St. Leo. 3rd most recent game, win against Albany State. 2nd most recent game, lost to Mississippi College. Most recent game, win against Albany State. And Jack, I'm going to bring you back from the bullpen.
All right, Jordan Williams. This is the ideal opportunity for Jordan Williams when he leads off an inning. Nobody ahead of him, nobody out. So he can get on and try to make things happen. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch showed bunt. Takes a strike, though. Williams still looking to get on base for the first time today. Got on with a fielder's choice last time, or 2 batters ago. 2 at-bats ago. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fouled back.
Andrew's more of a dedicated fan than most of your students. He's like at every game. Yeah. Especially basketball. He's at every game.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Williams waits. Here's the pitch. Off speed high, 2-2. Williams shakes the bat. Wilson gets the sign. And the pitch. Foul back again. Stays 2-2. Two and two again. On the way. Ball 3. 3-2. Full count. Lefty to righty. 3-2 pitch coming up. Fouls it off. Stays alive. We'll do the 3-2 again. 1-2-3 hitters to start this inning. Wilson sets, fires. Fouled back again. So Williams making Wilson work on the first batter of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch again. Fouled off again. Williams heads back to the batter's box. Wilson on the mound, toes the rubber, gets the sign. 3-2 on the way again. Outside, ball 4. That's the way you want to start an inning with Jordan Williams leading off. Nobody in front of him. And we call him the automatic double. We'll see what happens. 72 stolen bases this year. Might be actually 73. All-time Tampa single season record. He will go. It's just when. They chase him back. Nico Saladino at the plate now. Got hit by a pitch, got a single, and struck out his last at-bat. Chase him back again. Wilson again. Fires. That one was bunted foul. I thought it was low and bounced off the catcher, but it was actually bunted foul. So strike 1. Wilson in the stretch. Williams with the lead. Chase him back.
Good for Williams to get on board with a leadoff walk. Drew a long at bat out of Wilson, too.
Yeah, he fouled off 4. 4 3-2 pitches. So still just strike 1. Williams with the lead. And once again, a throw over. Sometimes I think Williams is sitting there going, you're merely delaying the inevitable. I'm going to go.
Yeah, whether you like it or not, I'm going to get on board. I'm going to move to second.
Saladino gets the bunt down. He bobbled the ball, and everybody's going to be safe. Wilson slipped trying to field the ball. Couldn't pick it up in time. Saladino is safe. Williams on his way to second.
I think that's got to be an error on him because he had to be out at first by a mile.
Yeah. I think when he tried to field it, he was looking up at the same time to see if he had a play on Williams and then dropped the ball. And we've got a mound visit coming up, and there is going to be a pitching change.
What a battle, though, for Wilson. Made it 3 2/3. But now also sees an extra base runner.
So that will be the end for Wilson, other than he has the 2 runners on base. Will go to his ledger at some point. But we'll take a timeout and come back and tell you who's coming in right after this on TampaSpartans.tv.
Yes, I think
12.
it's 15.
Pitching change, bringing in number 12. That'll be Kobe Galat. If I remember right, they are cousins, not brothers. Blake Galat started on the mound. Kobe Galat now in relief.
Kobe has only 9 innings less than his brother on the season, despite 11 less starts.
I thought he was a cousin. I may be wrong.
Good double check.
I can tell. Maybe
get the intern to look it up.
Available?
But either way, both say 4.70 ERA and 33 strikeouts in 30 innings. He's been pretty active out of the bullpen despite not being a starter. He'll probably be tasked trying to get through the 7th, get through the 8th, maybe the 9th. Have to wait and see.
So, Galat on the mound. They go back to second base to Williams. Williams will really consider going to third.
Could try a double steal here.
Yeah. I would think if Williams goes, Saladino goes. Ball in the dirt. Good block by Jacobson.
The infield, I think, expecting a bunt potentially. I don't know if Ursa will do it. Well, you see the corners, at least first base, kind of playing in.
And the pitch. Line shot off the shortstop Sheridan's mitt. And they're going to send him home. Here comes Williams. He is too quick and he scores. Williams might have been the only one they'd have considered sending because that ball didn't go that far into the outfield. But he just hightailed it to home plate and beat the throw.
It went to shallow left. Urso saw that Vance didn't have it immediately, so he says, hey, go ahead. And I know that even though I can't quote the article directly because it is, I think, still pay-locked, I know one of the quotes was that he wanted to find a team where he was given the freedom to run, and that's exactly what Tampa could give him. It was actually his Florida State head coach who got in touch with Coach Urso about Williams being available, I believe.
Huh.
And the Spartans got to thank him because he has been our superstar.
Oh, a nice bunt. They have to go to first just in time. And now runners at second and third and one out. Spartans lead 4-1.
I think Villegas is happy that he finally gets to face a right-handed arm instead of a left-handed arm. But he's done all right against the lefties today. Hit by pitch and a walk, and then unfortunately a double play.
This will bring up Villegas. Infield drawn in because now it's 4-1, and you don't want him breaking this game open even more.
Looking at the bio for Colby Claw, it doesn't mention anything about his brother.
No.
Or cousin.
Try Blake.
That's what I'm trying.
I'm pretty sure they said cousin.
I'd imagine so, but their bio doesn't include any of those.
The personal tidbits?
Yeah.
Okay. The pitch anyway. Way outside, and Jacobson reels it in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tampa with 2 in scoring position. Villegas at the plate. 4-1. Popped up. Not going to be deep enough. It's heading out to... and drops in for a base hit. That'll plate 1. Urso's going to go to third and stay there, and it's a 5-1 game. That was going to be a tough play no matter what for the second baseman, Breerwood, to make the catch, running away from the infield, and coming in from the outfield was Capobianco, but he wasn't going to get there in time, just a little bit too deep.
And actually can't confirm Caleb is his brother.
Brother, okay.
I was able to find that from the Pearl River Community College
Really?
bio.
Okay.
They are more in depth for the personal
Boy.
data than the Mississippi College bio on their
Very
website.
good. Thank you. Popped up, going out again into, falls in for another hit. J.D. Urso will score. And the runners are now at first and third in a 6-1 game. A couple bloopers that just fell into the Bermuda Triangle in right field. And the Spartans take advantage of it.
Some big hits back-to-back for the Spartans.
And now we're going to have a pinch hitter. There's Russo coming to the plate.
No lefty on the mound. That's why they're bringing him back.
So Russo will be pinch hitting for Carstetter, which might mean Russo to first, J.D. Urso to third. Long visit on the mound. The Spartans will have runners at first and third. It's Villegas at third, Valdez at first. Cole Russo waiting to hit.
By the way, Wilson's final line score, 3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. So even symmetry across his stat line.
Russo, first baseman in the first game. Spartans now runners at first and third, 1 out. 3 runs already in this inning. Big swing and a miss.
Alexa was in the booth in the previous game.
Yeah.
That
was a cousin.
Yes. And Cole
Bring her back
Russo,
because Cole's batting now.
yeah, although maybe Cole would get replaced again because it was very unlucky timing. Tampa first pinch hitting change was Russo exiting the game.
When Alexa's beginning her interview.
Right.
Yeah. Alexa Russo on the women's softball team.
Yesterday they were able to come from behind 1-0 in the series, or 0-1 in the series, to beat Auburn Montgomery.
That is hit. Get up, get up, get out of here. Way up on the screen and gone. A 3-run shot for Cole Russo, and it's a 9-1 Tampa lead. And he just parades around the bases. No doubt about that one. Way up on the screen. I don't know whose was higher, JD's or this one?
It was close.
Yeah, they were both way, way up and way out.
Russo 6 home runs on the season. That would have tied JD if he didn't hit one earlier.
So Garavito now to the plate. Whoa! Holy cow.
They almost hit him.
I think Garavito thought he called time and started to back out of the batter's box. The pitcher, Galat, threw it anyway, and had he been standing in to take the pitch, he'd have been hit.
That would have been about 90 miles an hour to the shoulder.
Yeah.
So, smart move actually backing away.
Wow.
That is going to count for ball 1. Time where you step out and the pitch is thrown actually benefits.
Oh, wow.
Actually, that was ball 2. That is ball 3.
3-0 pitch. There's a strike, 3-1. Spartans breaking this one open here in the 7th. Now 9-1. Strike 2, full count now. The payoff pitch. Ground ball down the line. That'll be a base hit. That'll go for extras. Around first goes Garavito into the corner, picked up and thrown in, but he slides into second. Didn't need to, but he's there anyway.
This is one of Tampa's patented big innings. They are just getting all of the offense here, getting base runners, getting some hits to fall their way. It looks like they're going to be bringing on a left-hander potentially out of the bullpen. The brother of Blake did not fare much better on the mound, unfortunately, as there's a call to the pen.
So Kobe Galat's day will be over. He'll be responsible for the base runners. We will take a break and come back. Tampa up 9-1, 7th inning on Tampa Spartans. Spartans breaking it wide open here. 6 runs here in the 7th inning, now leading 9-1. And Taylor, I'm going back to what I think is the key play of this game. What do you think?
That Maddox King home run robbery.
Robbing a home run. And I think it was 2-0 at the time, maybe 2-1. And I think a lot of things hinged on that play.
Yeah, I mean, that's not only just a morale boost for the Spartans defense. It kept Mississippi College from taking the lead because it would have been a 3-run shot and helped Gonzalez get his way out of the jam. It did score a run for Mississippi College, but there was no way that play wasn't going to.
Right. And Maddox King at the plate. We'll get you the pitching change after this pitch. First pitch is high. Taylor Ballard on the mound.
Ballard's been active this season as 18 innings as an occasional spot starter and opener. 6 starts, 8 appearances out of the bullpen, 4.34 ERA, 2-0 record.
Down the middle for a strike, 1-1.
10 strikeouts and 10 walks this season.
Garavito on second, 1 out. Ball outside.
Doesn't have the world's greatest command, nor the world's greatest stuff, but he doesn't give up too many extra base hits. 6 in just 18 innings.
The pitch. High ball 3 from Ballard.
Might get a second at bat in the inning for Jordan Williams.
Well, the one thing that this is doing now with a 9-1 lead is it's making Mississippi College use up arms in this game. Ball 4. King with the walk. Runners at first and second now.
We have seen some of their higher end bullpen arms in terms of the ERAs. Jimmy Wilson, Kobe Gollett, Blake Dollett, and right here Ballard. He's got the 5th best ERA out of the relievers / starters, quote unquote. They haven't used Dylan Cope today, though. He's their best reliever.
Well, you had to go to Wilson because it was a close game.
Mm-hmm. And Gollett came in as the closer in a close game.
Yes.
They've saved Jack Bell, though, who's also another high-leverage reliever with 3 saves.
Fouled back.
Tampa, conversely, hasn't needed to retire their starter yet of Skylar Gonzalez. And from there, they could bring on Fletcher, a high-leverage guy, to take them to tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's with an extra day of rest. Those guys would be ready to go for that final game. 7.
Runners at first and second. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off.
But a benefit, though, for the Spartans, well, for Mississippi College, they do have the rest of the day off. They don't have to play a Game 3 tonight, a Game 7 into the night. They'll be waiting until potentially, I think, a 1 p.m. start time if we get to there. Because, again, they could still put up 8 runs in an inning.
Oh, sure.
I mean, Mississippi College has done some crazier things in the past on offense. They had a 7-run bottom of the 3rd against Lynn University. I don't know, I was thinking Lee. The Flames were here last season, but not this year for regional play.
I think we might have a wardrobe malfunction with the catcher.
Yeah, I think he needs something new on his glove.
Yep.
Or no, I think it was like a... Yeah, no, he's wearing a batting glove
Batting
and he just
glove,
needed something fixed.
Pretty common to wear a glove inside your mitt, just that little extra padding. Ballard fires. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just 1 out, and Williams is batting for the second time this inning. Now they're calling a strike, and Williams is out. Not sure what the call was. All of a sudden, they stopped it. The pitch count was at 14. I thought the rule was if you're not in the box by 8, they can call a strike. But they did. They gave him a strike, and he had 2 on him. Strike called to Nico Saladino. 2 outs now.
Saladino probably sighing. He now has to face the lefty again.
Ball low.
His hit that was dropped by Wilson chased him out of the ball game.
Ball low. 2-1 now. Spartans putting up a 6 spot so far in the 7th. Strike call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Saladino's 5th at bat of the day, 2nd at bat of the inning. The pitch. Strike 3 call will go to the bottom of the 7th. But the Spartans with 6 more in the 7th have taken a 9-1 lead, 9 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Mississippi College 1 run, 8 hits, 2 errors. 9-1 after 6.5 on TampaSpartans.tv. Bottom of the 7th we go. It seems odd that we are doing a 7th inning stretch on Tampa's field, and the visitors are coming to bat.
All right, it's the postseason for you.
Visitors by name only.
The seeding and home away teams kind of shuffle from game to game. Although I think it'll be a coin flip if we go to game
tomorrow.
7.
Yeah.
That, of course, still up in the balance. At the moment, it looks like we will be having it, but there's still 9 outs and 8 runs for Mississippi College to come back from.
Russo has gone to first.
Urso to third, I'd assume.
Yes, that's what they did. J.D. Urso has played every infield position this season. It's like Drew Earhart did a few years ago. He even caught. And he said he'd have pitched if they'd have let him.
Kind of a shame he never got a chance.
Yeah.
But Earhart has actually remained as a catcher, I know, throughout his time with the Red Sox farm system.
Yeah.
I think he's played some other spots too, but
that's where he's making his mark. Fouled back.
Catching always a good need, especially if you're decent at the plate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's been doing.
Breerwood now. 2 strikes. Gonzalez solidly into the 7th inning. Ground ball. Urso says, put me on either side of the field, I'll make the play. One up, one down.
If Gonzalez is struggling for looking for teams once he graduates to Tampa, I reckon the Hiroshima Carp of the Central League should give him a call, because they specialize in going the distance and not striking people out.
Huh.
Gonzalez, 6 1/3, he hasn't struck anyone out.
Okay. Yeah.
He's also showcased exquisite command as well.
Yeah. I mean, they hit him hard the first couple innings, and we observed that, and we're like, I hope as long as he's hitting him at people, we're okay. And there's another one hit out toward Maddox King. He comes in quickly, dives, and makes the catch. He'll go to the wall and make the catch. He'll come in and make the catch. Two outs now, and Sheridan, the leadoff hitter, to the plate. I asked about the Jordan Williams getting the 3rd strike call, and I thought you had to be in the box at 8. They said something about he didn't look up at the pitcher until 12. And you have to, acknowledge the pitcher. I'll have to research that one more to find out exactly what that means.
It's always the umpire's discretion, too.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to balance. But clearly, Williams that time just was a little too slow for them, and they decided to call him out.
Yep. Ball outside. Gonzalez does not like to waste time and winds and fires again. Nice off-speed pitch to end the inning. We played 7 full. Tampa leads 9-1. 8th inning coming up on Tampa Spartans. Top of the 8th inning we go. Tampa on top, 9-1. Some of us thinking about gearing up for a game tomorrow, though this one is far from over. J.D. Urso will lead off for Tampa. Started at first base, has since moved to third base. He'll be followed by Woodburn and Villegas. Today, J.D. started with a walk in the first, a walk in the third, a home run in the fifth with an RBI solo shot, and then in the seventh, a base hit, and he also brought in another run. So on the day, officially 2 for 2, but he's reached base all 4 times.
JD really kicking it into high gear in the postseason. You know, he's playing with a fire under him.
Yeah.
Kind of like we've never seen before. I think you can tell he is motivated to bring an extra title home from Cary. As he is the only player who had been a Spartan previously to not have a ring. I mean, Coach Joe probably got him an extra copy of a ring, but...
He lets him wear his once in a while.
Exactly. He wants to earn a ring himself, I'd say.
3 balls, no strikes. Ballard has to come in, or there's a base runner. They walked him on 4. So 3 walks, a home run, and a base hit. J.D. Urso trots down. He's been on base 5 times in this game. Now Braden Woodburn to the plate.
A quieter day for Woodburn. Had a sacrifice bunt, a fielder's choice that saw a run score, and a single. He's 1 for 3.
Ball inside. Out of the stretch, the pitch, fouled off. Look out into center field. Araka shielding his eyes. It's that time of day. You can kind of tell by the shadows it is like directly behind home plate with the sun setting. Makes it a really tough field. Outfielders also are going to, all the outfielders have a tough job, but center field will have the worst.
Imagine Breerwood, Cooper, Capobianco, they've been doing the same.
Breerwood shaded his eyes there. Ball high. 3-1. And the pitch. Strike call, 3-2. The payoff. Strike 3 call, and Woodburn wasn't sure he liked that call, but heads back to the bench anyway.
You can't fight City Hall. That was a close one there. Trying to remember your time from, was it beer league baseball or softball that you played? Where the umpire said,
I played baseball.
When you asked the umpire, was that a ball or strike? You wouldn't want me to decide.
He said, you don't want to leave that up to me.
I think that was a good example of one of those pitches.
Yes, ball a little bit high. I swung and missed, I think, or fouled it off. And I said, was that a strike? And he's like, you didn't want to leave it up to me.
Means he did the right thing.
Yeah.
Woodburn, unfortunately, the wrong thing.
Fouled off by Villegas. Out of the stretch. And the pitch. Good scoop by Jacobson. Got to give these umpires credit. They've been working long days. Same crew every game, every day. Fouled off.
Yeah, and the heat has been pretty tough to deal with throughout the day today.
What are they saying now? Still probably about 89 or so?
Yeah, you're right, 89. But guess the real feel.
98.
So close, 97.
Felt 98 to me.
One away from being perfect on those guesses.
And the pitch. Strike 3 call, back-to-back Ks. Called third strikes. Backwards K in the scorebook. Do you do that in your scorebook, backwards K?
Yes, I do.
All right, good.
Ballard has 4 strikeouts looking. Every single Spartan player he's retired that saw strike 3 flow right by them.
Valdez now to the plate. Urso still on first. And that one is hit, heading deep, but I think it's going to stay in the park. And the catch is made by LaRocca to end the inning. Spartans don't get anything across here, but will still hold on to a 9-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th. They will send up LaRocca, Cooper, and JT Vance right here on the Sunshine.
Both ready.
A 3-1 game broken open by a 6-run 7th. Made it a 9-1 game. And that's where we stand right now. Six-run inning was only the 3rd best today by Tampa. They had an 8-run and a 9-run inning in their 25-4 win over Albany State. Gonzalez fires. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Ball outside. One-two on the way from Gonzalez. Hit up the middle, heading out toward King, and he's just going to let it bounce on the first hop. Wasn't going to get that one. No need for theatrics at this point to make the diving catch. First pitch, Gonzalez to Cooper. Fouled off. Tampa playing him straight away, relatively deep. You see Maddox King shading his eyes in center. Check swing. I don't even know if he checked it. He thought about going after it. Strike call anyway. Fouled back. And with the lefty, Cooper at the plate, the big shift now that he has 2 strikes. 3 on the first base side of second base. Swing and a miss. Doesn't matter about the shift. He goes down swinging.
Mentioning Gonzalez had no strikeouts in 6 and a third in the previous inning. Well, his last 2 have gone via strikeout.
JT Vance to the plate. One out, man on first. Ball a little bit high.
Just out of the zone that time around.
Ball wide. Gonzalez waits and fires. Ground ball. Diving, knocking it down. Runner's going to try to go to third. They may have a play. Here's the throw. Slides in safely. Runners at first and third. Saladino knocked it down. It rolled away from him out into the outfield a little further than he thought. And a heads-up play sends the runner to third.
Good base running aggressiveness from Mississippi College. And Jordan, the pinch runner, gets in the scoring position. That will send some people down to the bullpen for the Spartans. I think they were hoping Gonzalez could go the distance, but with the pitch count getting a little bit higher, they might bring in someone just for the final 3 outs. They're going to give him a chance with an 8-run lead to get out of the 8th, though.
Tap foul. Over in Lakeland, West Florida and Florida Southern are playing. Florida Southern needs a win to stay alive. Same situation Tampa was in. And in the 4th, it's now West Florida 2, Florida Southern nothing. A West Florida win will send them to the Super Regionals against whoever wins this regional. A Florida Southern comeback will send them to play tomorrow. 1-1 with an out. Runners on the corners. Tapped in, that's going to go in for a base hit. That'll bring a run in. And it'll put runners on the corners again, but now a 9-2 game.
You know, now it's the Spartans that have to deal with the awkward sun in the sky. That makes it difficult on defense.
Yeah.
Tampa's got to be careful.
I would think if this is a base hit, the next batter gets on, Joe might make the change. If he can get the out, maybe not. One out, runners at first and third. Ball high, and nice stop by Garavito to rein that one in. One-0 pitch. Down the middle, swing and a miss. Capobianco. A base hit and a couple fly outs to left field. Fouled off, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Taylor, you mentioned it. Didn't have many strikeouts or any strikeouts through 6, right?
6 1/3. Actually, 6 2/3. But ended the 6th with a strikeout. Well, 7th, technically. Started the 8th. Second out in the 8th, the strikeout. 3 in a row, alongside a couple base hits for Gonzalez.
So 2 outs now here. And at the plate comes Jacobson, the catcher. Taps it foul. Gonzalez fires. Ground ball heading out to Woodburn. We'll head to the 9th. They do play to run. Lead is now 9-2, but we go to the 9th. Tampa on top on TampaSpartans.tv. Ninth inning we go. Tampa holding on to a 9-2 lead over Mississippi College. Skylar Gonzalez solid now through 8 innings. Have we had a complete game this year?
I think so. I assume he has one.
Somebody got one.
Actually, no, he doesn't. Jake Stipp has the lone complete game shutout for the Spartans.
That's what I was wondering, if anybody had a complete game, yeah. Leading off will be Cole Russo, who started the breaking this game wide open with a huge, mammoth, gargantuan, any other adjectives? Home run.
Big home run.
That's going for monosyllabic or multisyllabic words.
It's still a huge postseason pinch hit performance for Russo. That's not too many opportunities to come off the bench, but he's responded when he's had to.
Man, did he take advantage of that. He did it in the 7th. Part of that 6-run inning. It was a solo shot. It was really, really deep. Jeff Liddell on the mound now for Mississippi College.
Liddell's got a 5.40 ERA in 10 innings. 17 hits allowed in that span, but only 4 walks alongside 8 strikeouts. Only 6 extra base hits out of the 17 given up. I think he's been blooped around a bit.
Russo with a swing and a miss, now 1-2. And Liddell fires. A little bit low.
You can tell the awkward reception on the mound with the sun.
Yep. That time Jacobson kind of one-hopped it to the mound. You can see umpire, center fielder shading their eyes. Fouled off.
This is where I think it might be a good idea sometimes just to drop a bunt down, force the players to kind of run into the sun, try to make a quick play to field the ball, and first base, he's kind of at the awkward end of the sun as well.
Yeah.
He has to figure out how to avoid looking into the sun while finding the ball that's being thrown his way.
2-2 pitch coming up. Outside, 3-2. There's 2 ways that the sun comes down here. You've got the overhang and then you've got the bleachers. So as it's getting down, it gets to the overhang. It's kind of pretty bright at that point, but then it gets below the overhang, between the overhang and the bleachers, and the sun's back. There's one popped out into left field, going back toward the wall, off the wall. Russo's going to head to second. The throw coming in. He's going to slide in with a double. So Cole Russo being very productive off the bench, a home run and a double. Not that we don't mind him starting.
And Russo, I wonder if he'll get the start tomorrow, or if Coach Joe will go, hey, let's give him another chance to have that big 3-run home run off the bench.
Yeah. And the first pitch to Garavito is a swing and a miss.
Garavito had a very good start to the game with his 2 walks to open. You know, he was facing off against Wilson and really got his pitch count up on those plate appearances. And I think that really helped Tampa once they got to the 7th inning. Once Wilson got too tired.
He got a hit by pitch there, which will send Maddox King to the plate. Runners at first and second, nobody out here in the top of the 9th.
I think with these next 2 batters, try to bunt. I'd say for King, maybe try to do a sacrifice, send him over, and see if they can field it. And then bunt for a hit with Williams if they can. Although it would be risky to do a squeeze play here, because if you do bunt him over, they'll be at second and third.
Ooh, deads that one right in front of the plate. The throw, he's safe. No, they called him out. He got his foot back down. The throw from Jacobson forced Cooper to jump up to get it. I thought King might have gotten across the base before he came down, but the umpire said no. Moves the runners up anyway to second and third with 1 out, and Jordan Williams now to the plate.
Important play at first base by Cooper. If he lets the ball go by him, that brings home a run or even 2.
They are now in on the infield. 9-2. They can't afford anything else to expand this lead. They only have 1 more at bat to go. Good thing for Garavito is he can see the play in front of him. The fielders are in front of him, so he can feel free to take a fairly good-sized lead. Strike call. You can look on the first base side, first base and second base shielding their eyes. Strike call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way. That is hit fairly deep, going out toward the gap. 1 hops to the wall. 2 runs will score. Williams gets the word to go to third. Here he comes. He's going to make it easily. Head first slide, throw late. 2 runs in, 11-2 Tampa. Well, he decided to do the automatic triple the easy way. Just hit a triple.
Exactly. No stolen bases necessary.
Perfectly placed in the right center gap. And you're not going to slow him down or catch him when he puts it there. 2 RBI as well, 11-2 Tampa. Saladino's got a swinging bunt. That one gets past the pitcher. The throw across plates Williams to an RBI for Saladino, and it's a 12-2 game.
That was the first RBI of the game for Saladino. He had 6 back against Albany State earlier today. And they're going to make a call to the bullpen.
Okay.
Interesting with 2 away here and the base is empty.
We'll take a timeout as well and see who they bring in. Tampa up 12-2 now. So we've got Cade Stacy coming in to pitch. Number 2. Tampa with 2 more runs here in the inning, 3 more runs in the inning. Now up 12-2. Double-digit lead. First batter he will face will be J.D. Urso, who's had a heck of a day today. He's gotten on 5 times, 3 walks, a mammoth home run, and a base hit. 2 RBI as well.
He also scored as a base runner back in his hit in the 7th.
So 2 runs scored, 2 RBI, on base 5 times, officially 2 for 2. So JD strides to the plate.
I wonder why JD picked this classic as his walk-up song.
He's had it for years.
I know. It's been his go-to.
It's a Motown song.
I wonder if it was his dad's.
Ain't no mountain high enough. There's a shot into left field for another base hit. A 3 for 3 day and 6 times on base today.
That's his 4th hit of the game, or 4th hit of the day. 5th hit of the day, actually. Gone on base all 6 times. I think in total he's been on base 9 times, counting the previous game.
Wow.
He was, of course, replaced for after his 3rd at bat in the big win against Albany State.
That one gets away, and Urso will scurry down to second base. Braden Woodburn at the plate. JD dancing off second base. Woodburn fouls it off. Umpire didn't want to throw the ball too high on the way back to the pitcher because of the sun, and he just threw it so low it didn't even hit the mitt.
Whenever the sun is like this at the University of Tampa baseball field, every single catcher comes the guy from Major League 2, just can't throw it back to the mound cleanly.
Yes.
But weirdly enough, it's the fielder's fault for that when that happens, not the catcher's fault.
Yes. Strike 2 call. Urso on second, a 1-2 count with 2 out here in the top of the 9th. Inside and ducking out of the way is Woodburn. 4th game Tampa has played this weekend, double digits in 3 of them. Ground ball out to second base, Breerwood. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Tampa gets 3 more here in the top of the 9th. Have upped the lead to 12-2. Last chance for the Choctaw coming up right here on TampaSpartans.tv. Last chance coming up for Mississippi College. They're down 12-2, bottom of the 9th. They will have the 8-9-1 hitters coming up. Breerwood, Gadman, Sheridan. Skylar Gonzalez, back out to try for the complete game.
I think you got to let Skylar Gonzalez try to finish it. Even if he gets into trouble here, he has a 10-run cushion. And this is going to be Gonzalez's final game at the Namoli, well, not the Namoli Family Field. Honestly, it might become named that as well.
Might be the Urso Field someday.
It should be the Urso Field someday,
Maybe we'll
but
start doing that.
I'd imagine that with so many players rested, if Tampa can qualify for the game tomorrow, hold on to this 10-run lead, Gonzalez would get the day off. So this could be his final home appearance, and what a way to go out, potentially. Complete game win.
First pitch a little bit low.
Wouldn't be his final Spartan appearance if Tampa wins then
We're
Game
hoping
7.
to see him next weekend.
Exactly. We'd love, actually, yeah, you're right. We would be hosting next weekend.
Fouled off.
I was thinking it was already Super Regionals.
Nope.
Got too focused with softball already
Softball,
advancing.
they're done. They're a week ahead, yep.
Yep.
1-1. Fly ball, center field. King going back, catches it just before the warning track. He's as solid of a center fielder as you can find, and he's only a sophomore.
Mississippi College going to bring on Alex Johnson off the bench. Johnson hitting .225.
Gonzalez fires. Ground ball heading out to Saladino, gobbles it up. Couple steps, 2 down. One more, and we'll see you Sunday.
And one more pinch hitter as well, Jackson Wilford.
Okay.
4 hits and 11 tries.
That's 101 pitches for Gonzalez. That's an efficient game. And the first pitch. Fly ball, it'll be 102 pitches to end this ball game. King makes the catch. The Spartans win it. They are 46-8 on the season. They will play tomorrow, and it will be to see who advances to the Super Regional. Tampa wins it, 12 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Mississippi College, 2 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. A start-to-finish complete game by Skylar Gonzalez. Runs his record to 9-1 on the season, and we will see you Sunday. It is a 1 o'clock game tomorrow, and we hope everybody comes back for that one. Mississippi College losing the first game of their weekend after winning the first 2 games of the weekend series. So for the 3rd time, these teams will meet tomorrow. For Taylor Stolworthy, this is Jack Ike saying thank you. We'll see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock, to see who moves on to the Super Regional. Thanks for joining us on TampaSpartans.tv.
Game 7 coming up next.